Put the GoPro on my wing last session. Here I am at Revelations, taking one a little bit too shallow. Had to bail. Right onto the reef. Revy's is pretty shallow on the inside, especially at low tide. So you gotta be careful so this doesn't happen. Pretty much the worst place to be right during a set too. Yeah, that reef is random. Just trying to knee start to get out of there. Looks like I made it out. On a little bump. Cutbacks. You can see I did hit the reef. I got a little blood on my right shin. This video really made me realize how bad my ankle leash and wrist leash setup are. Getting some nice carves here to start the downwinder. This downwinder was from Revelations to Mokuleia. Originally I was just going to go out and surf a couple waves, and then it was really nice, so I just started going downwind and ended up at Mokes. This is a little sink start for you guys. Nice underwater angle. I'm on a 33 liter. I said something to the camera there, but there's a lot of other noise, so I actually took out the audio. That's why I'm doing this voiceover. I wish I could have kept the original audio with me talking while I was riding, but there's too much random GoPro noise. Yeah, this was my first long downwinder. I think it was about 18 miles. And also had, because I was staying close to the coast, so I did a big sea. I didn't want to go too far offshore because my wing has a slow leak, especially after getting worked at Revelations like that. That makes you lose a lot of air. If you have a slow leak, it just squeezes all the air out. The GoPro did pretty well not having water droplets. Here's a couple for these shots, but for the most part, I didn't have too much water. I think because when you have it on the back of your wing like this, it dips into the water, and then the wind kind of blows the water droplets off. Trying to style it. Yeah, I'd like to get rid of this wrist leash and just have a string, and then either go no leash, which I don't know, do you think that's sketchy to go no leash, no board leash for downwinders? I've never really felt like I needed it. Oh, almost fell. I think I had 3 falls in that 18-mile run. My first downwinder I did Turtle Bay to Sharks Cove, no fall, no leash, no fall. Yeah, I hate wearing the leash. I'd like to get a waist to board leash and then the wrist to wing leash, but have it be a string instead of one of those pigtail curly leashes. Yeah, this is a pretty nice angle. Got some drone shots for you guys coming soon. That's more just of revelations. It's hard to get downwinder drone shots. Yeah, I'm on the 4-meter Duotone and 33-liter amundson with the 170 high aspect lift. I think I have the 32 mast, the long mast. Got to do a lot of gliding this downwinder. I'm still at Revies. You can still see those waves. I'm still doing upwind stuff. But yeah, I had a little session at Revies until the fall and foil bashing. Then I did the downwinder, and then I had a little session in Mokuleia too once I got to my final destination. There was a couple spots where I was gonna go in. I was thinking about going in at the harbor, then I just kept going, and then I'm glad I did because the best part of this downwinder was actually from the harbor to Mokuleia. That's where there was the biggest swells. Because I was hugging the coast, if I would have gone more offshore, it probably would have been the same the whole way, but since I was hugging the coast, you don't really get the full east wind swell because you're kind of tucked away. It's like a big cove, sorta. Still riding some waves. This is a nice little one. Making the barrel face. Pretty stoked on that one. Here's a little wave. So I still am just only jibing, not tacking yet at the time of this video. I actually did my first tack today. I got it successful from toe side, but not yet a successful one on heel side. Definitely helps learning how to tack in waves because you can just kind of use the foil and pump at a wave. This was before I learned my lesson not to take the end section at Revelations. There's another winger. Oh, he's gone. You'll be able to tell when it switches. Oh, leash tangle. That's another annoying thing. I think the rope, if you get the little string rope leash, I think you get less tangles like that. Oh no, I'm still surfing. Still super flat. Oh yeah, there's a wave. I have one of the old wings. It's like a demo wing. So I don't have a center strut. Just got the mast and the leading edge only. A lot of the time this will happen where my wing flips fully depowered upside down when I'm just holding the handle. And then you can try to save it when you're still on the wave, flip it back, and then save it, but oh, do I save it? I think I end up not. Wait, do I? That's the worst when you're pumping super hard and your board's up out of the water, but you cannot quite save it. And you gotta go down and wait for a gust. Oh, especially not the good place for it, right on the reef. I've bashed my foil so much. Oh, I'm going for a little switch, and I don't get it. Yeah, we'll just cut to when I'm up and riding again. And here is starting to look like I'm a little more offshore. Starting to ride some wind bumps. Maybe a little bit of east wind swell mixed in. Oh, must have fallen. Now you guys can see me going for a knee start. Yeah, when I'm popping up toe side, I like to do the knee start, or if I'm doing a super light wind pop up, then I think the knee start is a little bit easier. I'm still just riding toe side and not going switch at all yet. Oh yeah, now we're properly out there. You can tell the color of the water and the bumps. Also that booby bird that just went through the frame. Stoked. Wow, that leash has really gotta go. But yeah, there was lots of life out there. There was a bunch of booby birds, some shearwaters, some terns. The other day I saw I saw one massive spotted eagle ray, and then about 12 small eagle rays all up on the surface. That was pretty cool. I saw them like every tack, or every jibe. I can't tack yet. One hand riding, getting some bumps, getting some pumping in. The wing is so nice for downwinding when you're not quite at the level where you're ready to just chip in and go foil only. But it's like kind of having like training wheels on your downwinder, which is really nice. But it really helps you to start understanding where you can glide, where you need to pump, and what you need to look for when you're out there, and like what not to do. Like when I have my wing and I have to try super hard to save it when I'm on the wrong spot of a wave, then I know that would have been a for sure fall if I was just downwinding no wing. Also for speed, or like if you can be way more comfortable going super far offshore if you have wind and you have your wing, because you can just use the wind and quickly get back to shore if you needed to or if you wanted to. Yeah, I wasn't really planning this downwinder, just kind of felt like a good time to do it. Wasn't sure how far I was going to go. When I was learning and I couldn't stay upwind, I did a lot of downwinders, and I would just roll up my kite wet and sandy and hitch back upwind and pump back up where my pump was, or just call it a day and do the same thing the next day. But I actually got a pump stolen, so be careful with your pumps, guys. Just watched a video the other day of someone deflating their wing mid downwinder and then inflating it while they're still in the downwinder and then going upwind. They had some type of CO2 cartridge, but that was pretty crazy. Let's see, I think I might be passing Waimea, looks like. GoPro died like halfway through this run. Bunch of flying fish, bunch of needlefish, ballyhoo. Saw a barracuda actually in a wave once I got to Mokuleia. That was pretty cool. Bunch of turtles always around Revies and V-Land. Yeah, this GoPro mount's nice. You can even reach and clean your lens if you have to. Whenever the wing is like right above my head, then that means I'm on a good bump. My arms are straight up in the air. If I'm going one-handed, that's also usually true. Sometimes the one hand is giving me a little bit of pull. So it's like a combo of a wave and the wing, which is really nice gliding feeling. Still got some blood from smashing the reef. Would be nice to have a camelback next time. I think this run took me about, or this whole session was like 4 hours. So the actual run was probably about 2 or 2.5 hours. I'm gonna try to start wearing an Apple Watch so I can get some GPS recordings of my location. Also maybe so I can put in some headphones, listen to some music while I downwind. That'd be nice. Practicing some pumping here. Saw a couple guys doing downwinders earlier in the day. No kite. So I knew there was bumps out here. Saw one guy on the inside doing a prone paddle downwinder as well. And then the reason that I decided to stop at that spot in Mokuleia was, oh, stoked. Got a nice bump. Really nice bump. Yeah, that's a nice feeling. Getting that glide. But yeah, I saw some other wingers in Mokuleia, so that's why I ended up ultimately stopping there. I saw a kiter first, and I tried going in where the kiter was, but I fell, and there was a good amount of swell there with no keyhole that I could see. So then once I eventually got back up, I just was like, oh, well, I've gone this far, might as well keep going. The wind's good, waves were good. So kept going, then I saw some wings, and then I had another like 20 or 30 minute session at that spot. And then there was a big easy keyhole to go in, and then met up with some local legends on the beach. They gave me a beer. I told them where I came from. They were stoked on the send. And then I hitchhiked with one of them back to Wailua to one of my friends' houses, and then eventually hitched all the way back to V-Land. Yeah, I should find a way to mic myself up, maybe put a little mic on the end of my wing. There's just a lot of other noise, like the wind and the wing flying around, so maybe just the voiceover is the way to go. Look at that focus. Cruising. The wind was light in a few spots. If it got light, I would try to just focus on riding the waves. But it never got so light that I was scared about falling and not being able to get back up, really, because there was always gusts every once in a while. Does look like I'm a little ways out here, but I only went way offshore when the wind was good. And also those windmills on shore are a really nice indicator. If the windmills stop, then it's probably time for me to book it towards land, unless you're really good downwind foiler and you can leave your wing and just pump the waves, which I'm not to that point yet. Oh, getting a little bit of shade under the wing. Nice sun protection from the wing, but I also normally wear a hat. I think I might start wearing sunglasses as well, because there was a good amount of glare this day when I was riding toe side and trying to ride the swells. It was like perfectly lined up with the sun. Save that one. Now I'm closer back to land. Still looks like there's some bumps, still some wind. I think I'm passing the harbor soon. Or maybe I already passed it. Trying to tell based on the windmills. Yeah, a lot of good winds coming this week, so hopefully we'll get some more nice downwinder days. Might try to go no wing. Take the training wheels off soon. Just do a short one, kind of like a coast run, chip in. Maybe go out a little bit, but nothing that I'm not ready to paddle back in. If I was to have my wing deflate or have a bad fall or something and pop my wing out here, it would be a pretty long paddle in. I'm guessing it'd be like 2 hours, but there were some boats and stuff. Maybe I'd get a rescue. Oh, flying fish or ballyhoo. Long, smooth pumps. Oh. Yeah, it's super nice being out there, just you cruising, you in the ocean, connecting with the wind and the swells, hyper focusing. getting into that flow state, just relaxing. Really nice feeling. Thinking about maybe mass producing some type of GoPro mount. Let me know in the comments if you'd buy one, if I was to do that. Ooh, a little bit of speed. A lot of wing accessories, like there's the retracting waist belt leash. I haven't seen too many GoPro mounts. Would like to try out the sticky straps. Would like to try stick-on straps. I heard that it exists, but haven't heard too much about them. There's not much information on them because my board does not have holes, so I'd either have to get it dropped in and fiberglassed in, or try the stick-on ones. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about wing products that need developing. I got a pump stolen the other day, and I was thinking someone should make a little CO2 pump like that guy used, or just a mini pump that you could connect onto your wing or into your backpack, so you could do a downwinder and have your pump with you, not have to go back and get it from wherever you left it, or use shuttle cars like most people do if they're not hitching. Nice little bit of speed here. Yeah, this is only like my probably 10th session on the wing. Been foiling for about a year now, on and off. I've had this wing for about the same amount of time, but just could never get the pop up. The way I was finally able to pop up on this thing was I had to tape a Wavestorm. Oh, ripping, cruising. I had to tape and tie a Wavestorm onto the top of this board with a leash and some duct tape. And then I was riding my foil with a Wavestorm taped on the top and doing downwinders. And then I actually was able to get the Wavestorm up out of the water and onto foil. And then by that point, I had kind of felt the feeling of cruising with the foil, which is just so addicting. That really gave me the determination I needed to finally pop up on this little prone 33-liter board. Also, I got it right in time for a nice wind storm that we're getting. Summertime has been super windy the past week. I've gotten to be riding pretty much every day since I first learned how to pop up. It's been nice. That's why I'm still on surf leash program and the pigtail cord, and that's why I'm still going no camelback, no Apple Watch. Really should get the Apple Watch for safety reasons as well. Now this is when I'm looking just right into that glare that I was talking about. Sun is setting. Oh, look at that focus. Yeah, if I had a camelback, and I think people even eat little snacks and stuff while they're downwind, and some music, then I mean, I'd be set. Look, I'm cruising. Only my 10th session. Catch me for my next video, my 20th session. I'll be trying to attempt to cross to Kauai. Once I got that camelback set up and that food and Apple Watch, maybe a trailer boat as well. Yeah, my friends are sailing over there, so I wonder if the speed would be the same or if I'd be, I guess I'd be much quicker because I'm going like, I wonder what I am averaging, maybe 9 knots, I'm guessing. I have no idea. On a sailboat's more around the same, I guess. Maybe it would be similar. Guess we have to do a little test. Downwind race, sailboat versus wing foil. Would be another nice project to try to go around the whole island. Not necessarily all at once, but like now I'm done North Shore and I just popped up on a wing 10 days ago. Circumnavigate all the islands on the wing. That'd be cool. My hands are all blistered up though. I gotta get some gloves as well. Or just hopefully my hands will adjust. It's really the pumping of the wing that gives the blisters. Also my back foot was going numb a bit at times. I'd have to wiggle my toes around. Front foot is kind of always making little adjustments, but sometimes the back foot gets pretty locked into place. Yeah, I want to get strapped so I can start trying to do some airs. I like going no straps for downwinders and surfing stuff, but just for flat water, or I guess just like for around V-land. I saw someone do a nice backflip today. It would be pretty tough to do a backflip without straps. Felt like I did a little air. My foil like came all the way up onto the surface and I rode for like a quarter of a second and then saved it. Oh, very nice bump. It's weird how you need to pick up on the bumps much differently when you're riding one way versus the other. Like when you're riding towards shore, you're kind of falling off the back of one and then onto the next, and you want to just connect the dots. And then when you're going out to sea, it's like you're looking for these little triangle wedging bumps going out to sea, and it's more like you're riding one and then kicking out the back onto the next. I guess, I mean, that's what you're always doing, kind of trying to keep your speed, kick out while you still have speed, and get to the next bump without chasing. I do wish the GoPro would have lasted for that last stretch from Waialua to Mokuleia, because that was the real bumpy part. I was getting some really long rides and more whitewater. Ooh, there's some nice speed. Yeah, it would be cool to have the little, I think I've seen people do it where they put the speed in the top of their video. That would be nice. Gotta get that going for the Kauai trip. Trying to style it out. Yeah, I was talking to the camera, not too much, but I was giving little updates on where I was. Oh, I think I just said passing Waimeme. So, I don't know if the videos got out of order. Kind of almost looks like it, because now yeah, it's almost like we went back in time now. A couple clips ago we were almost to the sugar mill, and now we're back at Waimea. Apparently you can ride with one hand on your mast and one hand pulling your leash tight. Gotta try that once I get this string leash. Well, I see we're getting to the end of this here. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed, so you can catch the next Kauai video. Comment below. Like the video if you like it. And if not, no worries. Alright, peace out, guys.